pumped up by that every freaking time. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Championship Football Podcast, hosted by yours truly, The Cleansing. This is the third time in a row. Wasn't planning on doing one this week, but Mr. Talents on South Beach requested it, so it really only takes one person to convince me to do a podcast where people listen to my voice, even though I only had 5 views last week. And I know one of them was probably me, possibly even 2. So you guys need to step up and listen to my podcast, because clearly I spend a lot of time on it. We got the recap that we're going to be talking about today. We got the future. By the way, my picks, I decided to look back and see who I picked. I am 10 wins for 3 losses on my picks, which I think is pretty impressive. Now you might be wondering, hey, there's 7 games going on. How are you 10-3? Well, I forgot about the Sergeant Smash and Soulless Saint game last week, I guess. Oh well. And odd fact is 2 out of my 3 freaking losses are because I voted for Wolf Boy to win. So I'm probably going to be voting for him to lose moving forward if I keep doing this. And we will be talking about the power rankings. Now, before we jump into the recap, I did kind of want to go over something, because we do have playoffs coming up soon. I believe it starts week 12. Starts week 12, which is probably pretty early. I mean, for most leagues, because we're doing you got to play two games in each one, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how I feel about that yet, but if I win it, I'm going to feel just fine. But if I lose it, I probably still will feel just fine. The sooner the playoffs happen, I feel like the sooner the better sometimes. I don't know. I know the bye weeks are crazy. The bye weeks are going to be going into the regular playoffs if we had a regular schedule as is, so that doesn't concern me at all. I'm kind of excited to see how these playoffs do work out with the 2 games, because I think it's I'm pretty sure it's the first year, because I don't remember doing it last year. But at the same time, I forget things pretty easily. As it stands right now, I have the bye week on the winning bracket, I guess you'd say. And then Shipwreck's Crew versus Sergeant Smash. We'll be playing each other for 2 weeks. Winner would play me. Now, obviously, this is just where it's at right now. ... also has a bye week. And Vicious and Delicious would be playing Satchel Gizmo to go play ... Which I would not want to be on the side of the bracket where Vicious and Delicious is personally, so I like the spot that I am in now. So if we can all keep our records kind of moving forward the same, I would appreciate it from all my league mates. Now, there are a lot of teams right now that are really trying hard to make the playoffs, and it's not easy. There are teams that are winning right now that could lose a couple pieces, and it's not going to make it easy for them to actually go make a playoff push because of it. We're so, I don't know, I still feel like it's pretty early in the season, so it's going to be cool, just to see where everyone goes and how injuries take effect on certain players and teams. Hopefully not my team, because I don't want to lose. It's just kind of like a personal opinion there of mine. Like I said, I wrote a speech for those players. Pretty much everybody in the league can relate to this, I feel like. So here we go. My name is Insert Fantasy Football Owner here. Owner to the players from the Northeast, South, and West. General Manager of the AFC and the NFC. And the true owner of the NFL. I, Insert Fantasy Football Manager here. Owner to an injured running back. Owner to an injured wide receiver. Now we'll have my win. And this week, what next? I don't know if I was able to talk over my that soundboard, but I tried. Oh well. Anyways, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the podcast. Going into the recap.
I got a hangover. Whoa, I've been drinking too much for sure.
All right, we had Biloxi Beach Squad, who had 114 versus DP Hit Squad at 128. DP Hit Squad, his shot at hitting the playoffs right now is slimming, but it was good for him to get a 2W week. Then we had Vicious and Delicious score 187 to team to beat at 77. He pretty much doubled this guy. That's more than 100 over this guy. That's really sad. I didn't burp. Just kidding. It's only Talent at South Beach versus Wolf Boy. Talent at South Beach was the one who got 187. That wasn't Vicious and Delicious. Vicious and Delicious got 143. My bad. For the high score of the week, Talent at South Beach 187 versus Wolf Boy at 107. And I have something to say about this talent at South Beach guy. I got something to say to you, buddy. You know what? Sometimes we all have to accept a defeat. Sometimes our fantasy football opinions are wrong, and you have to own up to those opinions when they are wrong. Now, I could tell you how bad your team was, and I did. And I was 1,000% wrong. I should have known. I should have known better. Looking at your team, I guess I don't know maybe I was blinded by the light. I don't know. But let's take a look at that team. I'll pull it up right now. Joe Burrow, fantastic quarterback. He had started slow last year, and then he picked it up like crazy. That's literally what's happening again. And especially combining that with Jamar Chase, that could be a 50 points from Joe Burrow and then 40 from Jamar. Who knows? Like, it's insane. Damian Pierce, that was a great draft decision that you had. Tony Pollard, looks like Zeke's kind of a little injured. Hopefully it's not a rib contusion for your team, because if it is, that means you just got a studly running back. And he's still a good running back without Zeke being gone. George Pickens is one of Kenny Pickett's favorite targets. Christian Kirk is probably one of the few surprises of the Jacksonville Jaguars at wide receiver. Dallas Goedert, who's a solid tight end that I'm sure the Cowboys wish that they were able to draft. And then when you took a shot at Brian Robinson, it really did pay off, because he's back, and it looks like he's going to be doing pretty well. He's going to get a lot of opportunity. Kickers don't matter, but Miami has always had a solid defense. So to you, good sir, I was wrong about your team. Now I can only talk good about it. Am I doing this just because you said you wanted me to talk bad and it motivates you, and now I'm trying to reverse psychology? Maybe. I don't know. I could have been genuine. You don't know. I think I was, sort of. Moving on to Solus Saint versus Sergeant Smash. Solus with the 1 hundo, Sergeant Smash with the 162. This is what I was saying, I believe, on my first podcast, is Sergeant Smash has a scary potential team. And it looks like that potential is coming through with 162. Satchel Gizmo versus Blazing Guns. Satchel Gizmo at 112, Blazing Guns at 88. Honestly, this game was just in time for Halloween, because it was frighteningly low scoring and boring. ... 128 versus D's Nuts at 121. This was close, but they both hit the median, so that's good for them. Was that 168 that you had ... Maybe. Probably. No, that's me. That's 168. Guys, I wrote this stuff, and I suck at writing. I got 168. Mr. Shipwreck's crew, after all the trades, after everything, I motivated him to trade to beat me, and he only scored 116 points. Didn't even hit the medium. He actually wasn't that far off. Sucks for him. Good for me. But, I just like to win, Let's go. Let's take a look into the future.
Come and take a trip with me to future world.
Starting off in the future, we got Vicious and Delicious versus Biloxi Beach Squad. I really wish that somebody would start beating Vicious and Delicious, because I'm scared he might catch up to me. Unfortunately, this is not the week that will happen. I also got to remember I put all these things. Here we go.
First they're sour, then they're sweet.
Oh, yeah. Now, Talent to South Beach versus Sergeant Smash. Talent to South Beach, like I said earlier, his team is coming around. McCaffrey is still learning on the Sergeant Smash side. For the San Francisco offense, I don't think that should take too long as a running back. But that's just me. I don't know football. Either way, this game is going to be super close. But
Well, the second little piggy, well, he was kind of stoked and spent most of his day just a ganja smoking, hopping and a bopping down on Venice Beach.
don't make me regret that. Anyways, Team Blazing Guns at 6-8 versus Wolf Boy. I said 6-8 because it's important. JT will be back and healthy, hopefully, for this team. He did take a few weeks off extra, or a week off extra, because he loves his body or something. I do think Pittman sucks, especially with the new QB. Another thing is he has players on his bench that I see. I don't know why I wrote that. It's like a little quick note. I probably meant to say something for that, but I don't remember. Anyways, Team Blazing Guns absolutely needs to go 2-0 here. If he doesn't, it's going to make playoffs super hard to even, dream about. But That's also who I think is going to win.
Image Bonnie,
Don't vote for Wolf Boy.
you are not a god.
Why don't you pull the trigger and find out?
All right, Satchel Gizmo versus Team to Beat. This doesn't matter. No, it just I think it just matters if it's a double win or something like that. I don't know. I think Team. Well, oh, that's right. That's what I meant. Sorry, guys. I'm not on top of my game today. What the whole point was is he's gonna beat Team to Beat because Team to Beat has been the team that everyone beats, and he needs to get a double win just to survive. And he's gonna win, like I said. So there you go. Anyways, we got Shipwreck Screw versus D's Nuts. Jalen Hurts is back. That's going to be incredible for his team, and his team is actually looking pretty good. Maybe he didn't trade to win that week against me, but he traded for his future, and he has a playoff spot at the moment, so he just keeps making his team better. And on the other side, we have D's Nuts, whose hope has gone on bye week, because all of his hopes on bye.
Got my jacks, hey, you're screwed. Young Death is coming for you. Trapped on an island, lost at sea. Shipwreck your destiny.
Probably one of my favorite matchups of the week. The Twin Battle ... versus Solus Saint. Solus Saint definitely has the better NFL taste, and he has a lot of good matchups on his team. Eagles defense on his team is going to make a huge difference. ... has 3 49ers players on his team. Wonder why. Versus Solus Saint, who has 2 Raiders on his team. Just like he has a better NFL taste, this week, I think he's going to have the better fantasy football game. If I know where his thing is. Let's see. There it is.
Forgive me, Father, for I am about to sin.
Anyways, we have the Cleansing Myself versus DP Hit Squad. I have the QB number 7 on the season. You think that would have any trade value? Absolutely not. Nobody cares for Geno Smith. But I guess he's going to have to try and help me win this week because DP Hit Squad, his team actually looks pretty good this week. He's got DeAndre Hopkins coming back, and that's going to be huge on his team. I'm for my matchups, I do have a lot of bad ones as well. This is the one week that I think I'm the most nervous about losing. And since I have so many bad matchups, I'm kind of nervous that I might go also under the league medium. So, honestly, that's kind of why I'm going to do this. Please take out Absolutely not. That's because I have faith in my team. Sometimes. Not really. Okay, I do. But, it's just because it's a really good team. But I'm still nervous about this week regardless. Let's talk about a power ranking so I have enough time to take a shot. Okay, there we go. Power rankings. This one's going to be a lot faster because I'm going to do it into tiers. We have the first tier at 14, 13, and 12. And I'm calling this one, you got no hope. So this is going to be...
Stop as I drop this bomb. Blow up this place like another Vietnam.
When the fire is cold inside of a war. Just be there.
That's right, Biloxi Beach Bomb Squad, Team to Beat, and Wolf Boy. Their season has gone. No hope. They should probably start watching Star Wars so that way they can have a new hope for next season. Our next category is much bigger. It's going to be... oh man, this is a lot of them.
Image Bonnie, you are not a god.
Why don't you pull the trigger and find out?
If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
Forgive me, Father, for I am about to sin.
These nuts.
Well, the second little piggy, well, he was kind of stoked and spent most of his days just a guard. hopping and a bopping down on Venice Beach.
In case you guys have no idea what was going on, that means 11 was Team Blazing Guns, 10 DP Hit Squad, 9 Solar Saints, 8 D's Nuts, 7 Super Talent on South Beach, and 6 Satchel Gizmo. These teams are holding on to hope that they will make the playoffs. That is a lot of teams holding on to hope. So they better also be watching Star Wars, but set it for next season. They have hope this season. I actually don't like... I mean, Star Wars is okay, but I don't know why I said it twice already. Anyways, next category, we're going to have...
I'll sell you Martin for a nickel. How about 2 cents? Okay.
Hey, on my jacks, hey, you're screwed. Young Delvin's coming for you. Trapped on an island, lost at sea. Shipwreck your destiny.
First they're sour, then they're sweet.
That's right, number 5, Sergeant Smash. Number 4, Shipwreck's Crew. And number 3, Vicious and Delicious. These are all 3 teams that are currently in the playoffs. And they are trying their hearts off to steal a bye. And hopefully they don't take it, because I would love... Well, if they do take it from ... Don't take it from me. I tried too hard to get my record as much as I did. Anyways, moving on to the next section, we have... ...
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around.
That's right. That's ... and the Cleansing Myself. These are 2 teams holding on to the bye week for dear life, because we both know we do not want to play 6 games in the playoffs. Absolutely insane. We'll take 4, which is 2 games technically, but it's 4 because we play 4 times. You guys know how it works by now. You listen to the rule book of committee. You know, that rule book they send out that I study from top to bottom. Duh. Anyways, good luck everybody except for you, Mr. DP Hit Squad, because I don't want you to beat me this week. I also don't want to lose any week, but anyways, have fun.